What's up guys, it's Max here with another flexibility video. If you're looking to increase your hamstring or pike flexibility, then this is a video for you, because in this video I'm going to talk about the head to toe stretch, which is by far, in my opinion, the most effective hamstring stretch that exists out there. In this video I'm going to talk about sets and reps, different progressions, the importance of your actual stretching setup and how that affects what kind of stretch you're going to have. And we're going to talk about a couple tricks that are going to get you the most out of your head to toe stretch. So let's get started. So let's talk about how to approach the head to toe, because it's a pretty big subject. First of all, the head to toe employs a technique called ballistic stretching. That's the type of stretching that it uses. Instead of bouncing, when you're starting out with it, think about it more like you're pulsing. So smaller movements. You're not slamming your face into your toe to get the stretch. It's small, minute movements, really precise. As you become more conditioned, you can start making the bounces harder and a little faster. Do it every day. Even if it's just a little bit, it's gonna go a long way in the kind of progress that you're gonna make. This is probably the most important piece of advice in this video, so if you take anything away from this video, please let it be that. If you're a beginner, start off with 3x20 bounces every day, especially if you can't touch your palms to the ground in a standing pike. I'm not going to say that that's a prerequisite, but it's going to help you in the long run. It's possible to do the head to toe and progress the head to toe without having your hands to the floor yet, but in general it's safer to do so. Try to add 5 bounces every other day, or maybe even every day if you can, until you're doing 3 sets of 75 to 100 reps if necessary. 100 reps is a lot. Not everyone's going to have to do that many. So just be in tune with your body and figure out, how many you're going to have to do. So in terms of progressions, start off with one of the following progressions depending on how much range of movement you have. So always start with the thumbs up and then move on to fist, 4 fingers, 3 fingers, 2 fingers, 1 finger until you reach your goal. So if your first goal is elbow to toe, then you're going to start, if you need it, with the thumbs up. You're going to bounce until you hit your fist, 4 fingers, 3 fingers, 2 fingers, so on, and you're going to do the same thing with opposite elbow to toe if needed, and finally you're going to do that same thing with the head to toe. So let's talk about setup. Your setup is really important because it determines how much you can actually get out of the stretch. For example, if you're using a yoga block that's up against a wall and your foot is propped up on that, it's not going to be optimal. Your foot's going to move around and it'll be cramped and hard to finish a long set with, just because it's not solid and it's very difficult. A good setup won't budge and will be comfortable. Your foot will stay solidly in place and it's not going to move around. It's going to be easier to get that leverage and that pull on your foot. I recommend using a stair step or a stack of weightlifting plates that you can adjust to the length of your foot. Now when you do get your optimal stretching setup, keep in mind that it allows you to get more leverage, but it's also going to be much more intense and much more painful. Now that's what we want, because that's going to get you to your head to toe faster, but just keep in mind that it's going to hurt more basically. It is painful, but it's necessary. All right, so lastly, let's talk about these last 2 steps. Pay attention, because these 2 things can make or break your head to toe. So you've got your optimal setup, right? You got good leverage, your foot's staying in place. It's really easy to finish a set with, right? It's optimal. Now let's take that a step further. Let's talk about how to hold the foot. This is important because if you hold the foot properly, you're going to be able to pull harder on it, and you're going to get even more out of that stretch. So basically how it's done, you take your opposite hand and you basically false grip the ball of your foot, and that's going to give you a nice solid pull on your foot. Now take your other hand, place it on top of that, and you're going to get a little bit extra, even more pulling power out of that. So this hand placement is ideal for attempting the finished head to toe. When you get close to the head to toe, you might be surprised, if you try this out, to actually feel your head on your toe, because it does give you that last extra bit that you might need. So the other tip I want to talk about has to do with the calf. Make sure you're stretching your calf out before each session for maximum range, basically. But let's take it even further, and I want you guys to check out Kit Laughlin, I hope I'm saying that right, Kit Laughlin's video, which I will link in the description and probably put right here. Basically the video demonstrates fascia work on the calf, and he uses this little stick to roll his calves out basically. I highly recommend watching this video because this little trick does wonders. The first time I did it, I mean, it's a painful, kind of like a massage type thing. But the first time I did it, after I'd done that, I went and I did my head to toe stretching like regular, and I didn't feel any stretch from my calf whatsoever. All the tension had been released. So it's very powerful stuff. So I recommend watching this video and checking that out. Hopefully you guys found this stuff helpful. I just want to say real quick that the head to toe is a painful process. It sucks, but it's very easy to see results from quickly. So hopefully that'll keep you motivated. If you stick with it and stay consistent, you know, you're going to be kicking yourself and your friends in the face in no time. So good luck to you guys. If you made it this far in the video, please subscribe because I've got more awesome videos like this that are going to come out. Making videos it's hard, it takes a lot of time, so I really appreciate when you guys watch it through and subscribe. It motivates me to keep going. Also, I would love to hear what your thoughts are on the head to toe. So leave a comment below, let me know what your experience has been with it. And I guess good luck, and I'll see you in the next video. I think it was good.